Welcome everyone to the O Winners webinar. We have a nice crowd today. We just were entertained by DJ Skeeper, although it is not recorded because of YouTube copyright rules. But if you come on time or try to come early, you'll be able to be blessed by his music. It's live piano music and singing. So come back again next week. If you missed it, come on time and you will enjoy his wonderful, lively, inspiring music. So at this time, we would like to thank you for being here. We have a motivational topic. We alternate between informational webinars, and then the following week will be motivational. So this week is motivational, and I think you're going to enjoy it, and we hope that you get something out of it. The topic today is on passive, rising to the new top. And this makes a lot of sense in light of what has been happening within the company. There is tons of momentum, as you can feel it. There's a lot of progress going on, a lot of things happening behind the scenes. But those of us who are engaged and plugged in can feel that momentum and that excitement. So that is what we're going to share with you today, and also a lot of motivation. So we're going to begin today with Dr. Peckham Takusi, our motivational speaker. She is a pharmacist, and she's also a certified life coach. She's a very dynamic lady. You will enjoy her. Dr. Takusi, you can take the floor.
All right. Thank you, Auntie Lynn. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, my Onpassivian family. It is always a joy and a privilege for me whenever I have to come on this platform, a platform where I can be myself. And myself is sharing out my passion with you all, and which is taking us from insecurity to a revelation of our true identity, which is reminding each and every one of us on this platform that we are invaluable, which is reminding us that there is a reason why we are chosen. My name is Peckham, and I am your friend. I am your friend because, like our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufere, I look over you, I protect you, I watch you, and I love you in my own way. Welcome to September to Remember. Our CEO says, this is the season of our epic journey to the new top. I am Peckham, and I am founder number 90,653, a position I am very, very proud of. And it is such a great honor for me to have been chosen by Mr. Mufere to be his friend, and which I think you all on this platform do feel the same way. The word epic can also mean big, grandiose, extreme. The word epic means pursuing one's own definition of greatness, even in the face of inevitable failure. Being epic means you don't stop until you are satisfied. You do not harbor regrets of what could have been. You never ask yourself, what if? Because you live in a constant state of awareness, knowing now is all there is. And most especially, being epic is an attitude which you all will join me in agreeing our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufere, carries with him. He said, new top, because as a visionary, he understands the infinite possibilities that exist in the invisible realm where all things come from. The birth of one leads to the conception of another, and we are only going from one top to another, never getting to the very top, because from one top we get to another top, which is true since the conception of this idea. He also said the excitement of OnPassive in the early days gave us the inspiration and motivation to accelerate and expand hope to change and impact the world. All words that touch me. I'm going to use hope for tonight. But before I get on hope, let's first look at the words which our CEO uses. Because if you all know him very well, if you've been listening and paying keen attention, his words are always very strategic and packed with a lot of meaning. So when I listen to Mr. Mufere, I listen with my heart. I listening to what he's saying, because there's much more in what he doesn't say than in what he says. And the only way you can get that is by you listening with your heart. Excitement begins in the brain, most precisely in the limbic area of the brain, with strong emotions. Excitement means you are happy. You are so happy that you cannot relax, especially because you are in joyful expectation of something which is about to happen to you or those around you. That is the excitement that was at the conception of OnPassive. He had that joyful expectation because he had a why from the very beginning. Mr. Mufere always tells us to start from the inside out. What makes us different from all the other companies, which he uses examples all the time, like Dell and the others, is we have a model, which is the inside out. The inside of everything is where the seed is. You have to start from the inside. You have to start from the inside to plant and build before it starts growing. And the inside of OnPassive is our why. Why are we doing all this? Why are we connected to the vision of Mr. Mufere? Because we all on this platform have a passion for humanity. We all on this platform are connected to our greatness as humans. We all on this platform know that buried in each and every one of us is a unique greatness. Mr. Mufere also said inspiration. Inspiration awakens us to new possibilities by allowing us to transcend our ordinary experiences and limitations. Inspiration propels the forceful push that pushes us from apathy to possibility and transfer us in the way we perceive our capabilities. Motivation. What is motivation? It's derived from the word motive. The motive which denotes the need or desire or the urge why we get to do something. Very important to know what your motive is, which ties all to the why. And I'm going to glean on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs goes from our physiological need, which is food and shelter. The second need is safety and security, which has to do with our health and our employment and other things. The third is love and belonging. We need friendship, connections. The fourth need is self-esteem, confidence, achievement of respect for others, and a need to be unique. And the fifth is self-actualization, meaning an inner potential that we discover in us and our new birth of creativity. Why do I use this hierarchy of much love is because Mr. Mo Farah has enabled us by giving us this opportunity to springboard from the physiological need all the way to self-esteem. He is giving us a platform where we have exceedingly abundantly above all. I speak in the present tense because I am connected with the vision so much that I already see it. I feel it in me already. I'm already looking for my $1 million home. I feel I walk with an air of gratitude, of confidence that I am one of the very, very many millionaires Mr. Mo Farah has a passion to create in this world. Our excitement today should be focused more on the spirit of gratitude towards Mr. Mo Farah for having seen us through all these basic needs, some more than others, but they are all needs. He has catapulted us to a high level that I know it is still impossible for some of us to really grasp and accept it to be true. It is hard for some of us to really visualize and see ourselves as millionaires. On perseverance, we are. If we are able to connect with the vision and the greatness of the infinite possibility that exists in the quantum world, where everything already is in the eternal now, then you will start jubilating and start thanking him and singing praises. So my question to us is, what are our plans? How do we plan on expanding this vision of hope that Mr. Mo Farah has to change and impact the world? Because it is a given. We have it already. It's just a matter of time for it to be made manifest. But we have to start experiencing it. We have to start feeling it. We have to start walking in that confidence. We need to start looking at the things that we have already accomplished in our mind's eye. Because the moment we can see it and hold it and feel it, it's just a matter of time. The subjective mind is going to make that subject and object in the physical world. Now it's time, like Mr. Mo Farah says, for us to unstuck old mindset, old mentality. Some people are not able to see the vision. Why? Because of their paradigm. We are all stuck in limiting beliefs, thinking that wealth is meant for just the chosen few. We are all stuck in the paradigm of thinking that we are not called to be great. We are stuck in the mindset that we're born in the wrong family. We're born in the wrong place on earth. We are all stuck in thinking that we have the wrong skin tone. We have the wrong accent. We are stuck. But Mr. Mo Farah is calling us to be unstuck. Because until we are able to be unstuck, it will be hard for us to truly buy into this vision of his and actually walk in confidence of what is ours. Mr. Mo Farah says that we are going to bring a difference in our communities. With what is coming our way, we're going to have potential to alleviate financial burdens from families. Most of us who are in the diaspora are helping our brothers and sisters who are back home. A lot of burden. Your money is not your money. You can only consume only about 1/3 of what you make, because we always think about our families that were not privileged like us to come to the West for greener pastures. But it's about to change. We're going to conquer poverty with this opportunity. A lot of my brothers and sisters are dying, are hungry, living in poverty, deplorative conditions. It is going to change. We're going to minimize crime. Because of poverty, a lot of people, young boys have turned into armed robbers, thieves, killing just to look for food. With this opportunity, it is going to change. Healthier population. Our families can no longer go to the hospitals because when they do them a blood work, they tell them what they need to go see one specialist to the other. They cannot afford it. So what do? They stay home. They just don't want to go to the hospital because it's not going to change much. And as a healthcare provider myself and a healthcare professional, it hurts my heart. But that too is going to change. We're going to have healthier population. Why? Because of unperseverance. Our population will be very, very educated. Because like Nelson Mandela says, education is the most powerful tool we can use to change the world. A lot of our people have limited knowledge because of limited resources. No libraries for them to go for free. They cannot study. Material is not available. You have children going to school, doing everything, learning about the human body without ever seeing a human being. That too is going to change. We're going to help our people, those who truly need this, and educate them. Let them truly know that there is no need for envy. There is no need for jealousy. There is no need for stealing from your brother because there is more than enough for everybody. Mr. Mufara also says, the world will know founders by name. The world will know founders by name. But I'm going to take it a step further. What is your name? What is your name? It's not about them knowing me as Fikam Takusi. No. What is my name? What is the name the world is going to remember you for? What is that when they hear that, they're going to think of you? Mr. Mufara has already partially made a name for himself. When we think on passive, we think Ash Mufara. What is your name? Do you know that you are the source? Are you able to not give any name for yourself because you know that you are a source of infinite potential? Are you able to say, I am that I am? Whatever you want to call me, that is my name. Do we know that that is the power that we do carry? What is your name? This is the season for us to determine our name. This is the season for us to believe in ourselves. This is the season for us to have what they call in Hebrew emunah, which is faith. Faith in our CEO and in unpassive. Faith or emunah, which is confidence that what is already is. The public will have to go through each and every one of us, as Mr. Mufara says, before they can buy products. The question is, how much do we know about our products? As founders, are we truly taking advantage of our old tech brothers, what they're doing to educate us on our products? All Connect, all Tracker, all Trim, all Bless, all Academy, all Mail, all Next, all this, all that. Great products. How much do we know about them? This is our stuff on Perseverance. Now more than ever before, I'm truly deeply connected. And sometimes I cry why I was so slow in catching this vision. When my brother told me about Unpassive, I listened to him because he was not just my brother, but my father talking to me. So I got into it because I just believed in my brother. Had no idea what it was all about. But today, I am in it for myself, for my own understanding, because I need to know it for myself. It is my product to have the same opportunity, just like each and every one of us on this platform today. How much do we know our product? He says our products are the best in the market with unique, disruptive technologies. People, guess what? Our technologies are as disruptive as the originator of these technologies because he is a disruptor. That is why only disruptors can generate disruptive technologies. OnPassive is a beacon of hope to humanity. Hope, hope. Something that I am very passionate about. Giving hope. I'll start by sharing a little story. My ancestry is from Cameroon in West Africa. I'm from the tribe called the Bamilikins. And my clan is from the Bamenjo. My father is of blessed memory, but our mother, who is 77 years old, is still alive and goes between the United States and Cameroon. Presently, she is in Cameroon. Our country is undergoing some crisis during this season. So every now and then, we have our brothers and sisters from the hinterlands in Cameroon, where the unrest is really heavy, flee to the coastal cities for shelter. And every now and then, some families come to our family home where our mother resides. On Sunday, I called our mother just to check on her. Our mother tells me she now has a grandchild. So I asked her, "Oh, you do?" She said, "Yes. One of these families who cannot afford to eat for themselves. The woman's husband was killed. She cannot afford to take care of her children. She's in her 30s. She brought her children with her to our city, looking for families that will be able to take any of her kids in. So my mother took one of them. She's 10 years old. So I told my mother, I said, 10 years old? Immediately, I felt a sword go through my heart. No mother supposed to separate from her kid. Talk less of your 10-year-old. I have a 13-year-old son. And I cannot bear to see myself separate from him at this age. But there was a 10-year-old being left by her mother because her mother could not afford to take care of her children. She's a widow. This is happening in our day. So I just burst out in tears and I started crying, and our mother was very confused. I said, "Mom, that's my child." Said, "What is her name?" She said, "Her name is Agnes." I said, "Mom, little Agnes is my child. I am now her adopted mother." I instantly felt the voice in me telling me, OnPassive, there is hope. I told our mother, to tell little Agnes and her mother that there is hope. There are brighter days ahead. I told our mother that this was an opportunity being given to her to be an Unperceivian. Hold this child to your heart. This is one of yours. I felt an instant gratitude to Mr. Mofera and Unpassing. I was becoming the beacon of hope. This is what he wants us to be, to lift up humans. I saw the reward of Unpassive instantly. And the way I felt in me, I knew that we're right there. It's about to be born. When I speak of hope, Unperceivians, the definition of hope that comes to my mind, I love the Hebrew definition of hope, which is the word tikva. This kind of hope carries power. The root is a cord. It's a stone that holds you firm, keeps you strong. It strengthens you. The hope of Unpassive is the hope of Hatikva. It's not the wishy-washy kind of, I hope so. No, it is a hope, the blessed hope. We are confident and we know that it is here. Unpassive is that rock that we need to hold on to. And all those who come along our way need to hold on to for strength and growth. Unperceivians. Who is your little angel? Agnes. Go look for her. Go look for him. Go look for them. There is someone out there just waiting for us, for hope. Let us be aware about our company, about the opportunity that is being given to us. Let us accept the fact that not everybody is going to be a visionary, like those of us on this platform today. You all heard what he said. Only the chosen ones were able to attend the webinar on the 1st. Let us make conscious choices as we go forward. Let us remember that. If people don't see the way we see, it's okay. Our choices should always be choices for uplifting humanity. We have to always remember our why. We are here because we connected to the why, the vision, the mission, and purpose for the conception of this great platform. Let us trust the process of the birth of this platform. It is coming, and surely it will be birthed soon. Let us only strive to be authentic in the way we present ourselves, the way we talk to people about Unpassive. Are we authentic? And authenticity is going to come from knowledge. How much we truly know the product and how much we truly connect with our CEO himself. We have to be fearless. Fearless. Because remember, when you think like a visionary, you will be despised. You will be laughed at. You will be mocked. before people start realizing that you're about to win and copy you. So be fearless and confident, knowing that we are with the rock. Unpassive is that rock. Unpassive is the great hope we have. Unpassivians, let us go look for our own little angels, our own little Angelas. They are out there. Let us go and be that beacon of hope that someone is waiting. Go put a smile on someone's face and tell them you will be back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Takusi. It was a very, very powerful presentation, emotional, but in a good way. And your themes of having a strong type of hope, not a wishy-washy hope, that rang true with me, to make sure my hope is that type of hope. Also to have confidence in our company and our CEO, that rang true for me. And to be fearless and to know that Unpassive is that rock and that hope that we all need and must have. So thank you so much for sharing with us. We appreciate you so much. All right, now we're going to take it to Bob Takusi. Bob Takusi and Oliver Fonte are the two men that created this webinar, O Winners, and they are the ones that create the topic and the content and arrange everything. So we want to thank them, and we're going to begin with Bob Takusi tonight. You can take the floor, Uncle Bob.
Oh, Auntie Lynn, damn you, Auntie Lynn, how could you do this to me? You want me to follow that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh man, that is one for the record, my dear sister, Dr. Pickham. It's a privilege for me to be your brother. Thank you so much. I feel so uplifted. I feel so connected. I did introduce you to Unpassive, but you have reintroduced me into Unpassive, into myself, into everything that I need at this juncture, at this time where we are right now at the home stretch, as we await the joyful launch of our lovely Unpassive. My name is Bob Takusi. I'm calling from Bel Air, Maryland. I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Just like our CEO says, he's your friend. I am your friend too. And I will be your friend from now on to the rest of the days of our lives, my dear Unpassivians. It's good to be here. Thank you for joining us again. I see we have almost 250 founders joining us. It's a great privilege. Oh boy. How can I follow that? She just messed my brain up, actually. The epic, as our founder says, that we are having an epic rising to the new top. That was a great line. And I love the way Dr. Pickham actually break it down. An epic rising to the new top, says Ash Mufareh. When he spoke to us on the last Thursday, you saw the audacity of Ash Mufareh in display. We remember we were about 18,000 founders, all of us laser focused on Ash Mufareh. And he looked at us straight in our eyes and he told us, my name is Ash Mufareh. I'm here to change your life. Straightforward, if you choose to. That is an audacity that I've never seen before. This man knows exactly where he is. And like Brother Marty says, he's flying, he's at 20,000 feet above all of us. He can see everything. So when he says that, I believe him. When he asked us if you choose to, Mr. Ash, I chose to since 2.5 years ago. My name is Ash Mufareh. I am here to change your life. Who says that? Who says that? Only someone who is confident, like Dr. Pickham said. He has the conception, he has lived it, he sees it, he breathes it. And as he comes out of his mouth, it is what it is. I agree. I'm there with you, Mr. Ash, and fellow on Perseverance. You know, when he told us it's a September to remember, and we are beginning to feel the earth tremor. The rumble that we hear from the distance. It used to be far away. It used to be like maybe hundreds of miles away. Now we can hear it. We can hear that rumble. It's here. You see the light at the tunnel. The light is getting brighter and brighter. You know, our founder is a master of what he does. Remember, this man is a master in technology. He knows the technology, and he knows the marketing side of the business. So everything that Ash Mufara is doing is well calculated for all of us. When he says that each and everyone, we are fine, believe him. And I believe that everything that Ash Mufara tells us, we should multiply it by 10. Because he's a humble guy. He doesn't boast. He's love. Does not boast. He's patient. He's kind. You know? So he talks to us very subtle, but there is a deeper meaning, like Dr. Pickham said, in everything that he says. You know, and when we saw the website, that this is a week ago, there's a new website, there's link 67, 68 now, sorry. Last week was link 67. Look at it. I saw that website. I was, when he talks about soft like marshmallows, you can see the website is speaking for herself. OnPassive is writing her own story. Our dear engineers in Hyderabad, God bless them. They are speaking to their work. They are striving for excellence through their delivery to us. We see it every week. Look at the website. It is clean, crispy. The visualization, what you see, man. In artificial intelligence, there's something called visualization. When you look at it, you find everything that you see. It is there in front of you. Look at the products as they flip. When you click on the product, they flip to call your attention. And then guess what happens this week? This on Monday. Have you guys looked at link 58? Link 68? It is different. This time when you look at the products, they converge. So that you see that you scroll down to the product, it's like the website is, oh, welcome. Look at me. That is what you see. Our technicians are of a scale that the world has never seen, and they are delivering. Mr. Ash Mufara told us that he has asked them, he has told them is do it or die, and he has his own DD, they have theirs. Theirs is delivery or depart, but there ain't no delivery or depart for them, because these guys and girls, they are up to the task. And he told us that they gave him not 100%, 1000% guarantee that we're ready. Mr. Ash said that. He said, as far as the digital ecosystem is involved, we are good. And then he started talking about other things, what he thinks of the future. That should give us a clue. You know, like Dr. Pickham said, the things that he does not say. He said that our digital ecosystem is done, it's good. Then he starts thinking forward, poverty, the things that he wants to look forward to going to. He told us that he had an appointment with an astronaut. He's already looking at other things. So we are in a very, very good place at this moment, my dear Perseverance. Let us all of us, get engaged, be connected, log in, go to your back office at least once a day. If you are docile, casual about it, now is the time for you to be plugged in, my dear friends. You know? And then when Mr. Ash Mufara, when he showed us the sprint, that's what told me that he's just compounding. Ash Mufara is just compounding everything. Adding value upon value upon value. When I saw that, I knew that this is OnPassive is in a different ballgame. And I happen to be in the industry. I've said this before during the past week as we're going around the last weekend. I'm in the industry right now as we speak, guys. I have Microsoft Teams and Cisco WebEx on this machine that I speak to you right now. I have a new version of Cisco WebEx, and I know our founder does not like us to compare with other companies. Yes, that's true. That's how the man is. He's a very, very, humble guy. He doesn't like that, but I crave for his indulgence. I have to let the founders know what we have. I have to let you know what we have. It's going to be it's a moral calling for me to let us know that what we have, there is nothing as compared to what Ash Mufareh is bringing in. When we talk of our O Connect video conference, there's nothing in the industry right now. I'm speaking on the first person because I have it here. I can see what somebody who thinks that they could be one of us is delivering right now. Last week it came out and we have it. It's night and day. I don't know if we're going to there's nobody who's going to see O Connect based on the 10% that we know. And I'm talking in reference to a year and a half ago when Mr. Ash Mufareh showed us, gave us a demo. Now I know it's a totally different thing now. But based on what we know, there is nobody who is going to use that O Connect that is coming and want to use any other product that's out there. Impossible. So we might sweep the entire market share for this for video conference. I kid you not. Ours is better and it's cheaper. Would you stay with something that is more expensive when there's something out there that is better and cheaper? What would you do? So I plead with all of us to get connected, feel relaxed. Our founder is a master of the game. And look, he also talked about we are jumpstarting our campaigns in Dubai. The campaign that I call the Global Sweep now is going to be, he's going to start, as we start now, he's going to do the Global Sweep. We're going to go around the world. By the time Opasi opens her doors, the world is going to be yearning for our products. Because Ash Mufareh is a master strategy, we know that whatever is going to come, the world has not seen. Everybody will know of OnPassive. He told us about the ISS, something coming from the sky. Just imagine, just take a moment and imagine what that is. The attraction, the attention that will garner around the world. So it's a privilege for each and every one of us. Those of us who are lucky, like my sister said, those of us who are lucky to be here at this moment. It is because there's something in you that connects Ash Mufareh with Ash Mufareh. That thing inside you, that natural predisposition inside you, that is to uplift mankind, because that's who this man is. To uplift mankind. That's who Mr. Ash Mufareh is. So let us all absorb this moment. Let us all sit together, enjoy this. These are the last moments. Let's enjoy the stress and everything, because there will be moments where we'll think back about this time. I'm like, oh, that never happened. Just enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. Pray for our founder and our engineers. They need it. Pray for our founder. He needs to take some time also to absorb the enormity of the moment that's coming. Because once Ash Mufareh turns on the switch, the world changes. The world will never be the same. He uplifts all of us. Every single one of us. Changes the lives of each and every one of us. Those of us who are living in the darkness of our rock bottom are uplifted by Ash Mufareh. That's what is about to happen, guys. So let us take this time and endeavor to plug yourself in. I'll send it back to you, Auntie Lee.
Thank you very much, Bob. As we always say, stay plugged in and enjoy the journey. These are a couple of themes that I often say, because that's real important. keep up with what's happening. There's so much momentum in this company. Like, as I said, lots of stuff going on behind the scenes. Maybe you think it's quiet, but when it's quiet, that means a lot of stuff is being done. When we don't see Ash Mufareh, that means he's working hard on our behalf. So it's a
Yes.
good thing, you know. So
Yeah.
as Dr. Takusi said, have faith, keep the hope up, you know, be strong and be confident that you know this company and the CEO are very, very competent. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to happen. You know, that's the way I look at it. And that's why I have such peace in my heart. Every day
Yes,
I'm
you should.
enjoying the journey, like you, Bob. You know, we
Mhm.
often talk about this is such a beautiful thing we're a part of. We're so blessed. Okay, now we
Thank you,
want to
Auntie
go
Lynn.
on to, thank you so much. Want to thank Ash Mufareh. He's in our chat, in my YouTube chat, engaging with our participants. We thank you for the time that you spend with us. It means a lot to the people in the chat. To
Thank
be
you,
able
Mr.
to-
Ash.
Yeah, thank you so much for
know
giving
that.
us your time. Yeah, thank you so much. So now we go on to Oliver Fonte, who is the other gentleman that created and initiated this O Winners webinar. We would like to hear from Oliver now.
Hi, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here today. Dr. Pickham, you killed it. You seize all words from my mouth. Whenever you come here to talk, it's like, you know, I know last Thursday when the CEO came out, my body was boiling. I was in fire, fire, fire. But today you came again and like, you know, I want to thank everybody that's here today. And Auntie Lynn, thank you. Marcia, thank you people for handling this webinar today. I want to thank my big brother, Madi Degamo, for opening this webinar. And I want to thank everybody that they are here today. My name is Oliver Fonte. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, United States. I'm your friend. Today, Wednesday, is going to make how many days that the CEO came out and destroyed my whole system. Like Dr. Pickham told us 2 weeks ago that he is a disruptor of the system. Yes, Mr. Mufareh, Mr. Ash Mufareh is a disruptor of, of the system. You know, listening to him on Thursday last week, a week ago, I want to say thank you, Mr. Ash, and to thank all the techs in Hyderabad, Mohammed Kamal and the team in Dubai. I want to say thank you for you people. You people really make our life better and for our generation to come. OnPassive. When you talk about OnPassive, it's everything. AI, automation, integration. We are the top. A company that is going to bring us value upon value upon value. And we are not only higher, we are 3xxxxx higher. Because like the CEO told us that we should think big, dream big, think positive, and reverse your dream. If you have a dream, it's only in OnPassive that you make it. That is the truth. That is the truth. The 1.4 million founders, their loyalty, their trust to the company, I want to say thank you. Because the journey, we all went through this journey. We enjoy it, the ups and the downs. The CEO, he's going through a lot. I keep saying this every day. He's going through a lot, but he will not come and tell us. A man of dignity and a disruptor of the system. Dr. Pickham, I got that from you. Thank you very much. That word will not get out of my mouth. You know, because I don't know if he sleeps or how he thinks, you know, because what he has put together, the structure of OnPassive, I don't see any company. None. Been in the industry for about 24 years, I've not seen any company. I've never seen anything like this. OnPassive is going to destroy a lot of companies. I'll say it authoritatively, being in the field. Unlimited, I'm telling you, all those companies that were sucking blood from all the tech companies that were sucking blood from other companies with their licenses, no more. Yearly subscription fee, no more. Whenever I do security review with most companies before bringing them on board to my company and my former companies that I work, when I look at the cost and I look at what we have today, what OnPassive is going to unleash to the world, I know that it's going to be cost effective, affordable, no licenses. That licenses that company put to other companies to pay is killing. And when our products will come out, like Bob said, 80%, OConnect is going to take 80% of the market. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. More money will go to the companies, the CEOs, the financial VPs. They'll put more money now into the employees, their pocket. Like the CEO told us one time, that OnPassive is going to solve the recession. That is true. And we are getting into the market at the right time. Good timing. Good timing. We should prepare ourselves. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the CEO told us about adding more multi-regions. I was like, wow. Few days ago again, he's adding more. What does that tell us? Like Bob said, he's strategizing. Mr. Ash Mufara and the techs and Mohammed Kamar and the guys that are working in OnPassive, they are strategizing. You know, we are at the right place. We are in a very good place. We should be very proud to be OnPassivians and OnPassive Air. All what I would like to tell our founders is that please, the time has come that don't call anybody, please. What did the CEO say? Come to the webinars, be engaged. Be engaged. The time has come. Be engaged. Logged into your back office 2-3 times a day is going to help you. Be informed, and when you go to the back office, go to webinars, look at that folder, webinars, go to updates. Because don't call people and say, what can I do? I heard that this, or I want to activate my account, I cannot. I want to do KYC, I cannot. Please, there will be no time for that. Be engaged. We keep saying this all the time, and we'll be saying it all the time. Be engaged. Mr. Michael Williams, I think he wrote this very good article that he put in the back office. I think it's updates in my folder. Please go there and read. Go there and read. Bob talked about knowing your business also. I will also advise all the founders, it's good to know your business. To know the mechanism, no, but just to understand this is your business. It is your business. It's your business, my business, our business. You will not have a kiosk. I keep saying all the time also, you don't have a kiosk that you are selling things in your kiosk, then you don't even know what are on your shelf. At least understand the business, to know the mechanism about it. No, don't bother about that. But know that we have this product. This product, like Dr. Peckham, I'm so proud of you, Dr. Peckham. You are able to call the names of the product. Old Trim, Old Mail, know them. A lot of us will be traveling a lot doing the humanitarian work. What the CEO want us to do. At the airport, you will see the billboard. You look at the TV talking about OnPassive. Then you go and stand and say, "I'm a founder." Then when somebody asks you, "What do you people do?" You start to make ma. Please, no, don't disgrace yourself. Please don't disgrace yourself. Take ownership. Take that ownership. This is your business. You own a domain name and you own a website, a dynamic website, fluid, that will be changing on daily basis. You cannot be that. You cannot be that. You cannot be that. I think everybody, the 1.4 million of us, we should wake up. Wake up. I know when I listen to Mike Ellis, last video in YouTube, I was like, wow, because people are still believing in the archaic, the old days. Whatever thing that has happened to you in the past, please flush it out. We are on perseverance. Mr. Ash Mufara has paved the way. We are now on the highway. We are now on the highways. That ice, that if you those who've been in Europe, in like Germany, you have the ice band, that speed train, light from Frankfurt to Köln takes about an hour. That is the lane. That is where we are. And I will beg each and every one of us to take it. Take control over your business. Like OnPassive, we have control. We have control over everything that we own, from our data center, domain names, our products with disruptive features. Cannot be that. We should be proud of ourselves. We should be proud of our techs in Hyderabad. We should be proud of Mohammed Kamal, the crew in Dubai. I'll say that again. Where we are, since Thursday, I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. Because being in this journey for more than 2 years, if somebody would have told me about 5, 6 years ago that you'll be a businessman, I would say no. But now I'm like not only humble businessman, I'm a proud businessman. Getting into business with a domain name and with a website. I'm a senior business guy. Like you, like me, like all of us. Because of Mr. Ash Mufara and the techs in Hyderabad. So in less than 74 days, it's going to happen. In less than 74 days, it's going to happen. The CEO told us we are counting the weeks. We are counting the weeks. Those of us that are here will understand what I'm talking about. And he said, September is a month to remember. And this is September. So when I do stress us to go to the back office, log in 2-3 times a day, it's worth it. It's worth it. We are all visionaries. Dr. Pickham said it all. We are visionaries. You know, the CEO has put us in that place, that position. We should claim it, seize it, and run away with it. A company that increases value upon value upon value to us. I want to say thank you, Mr. CEO, and thank the guys, the techs, and thank Mohammed Kamal. Thank everybody that is here today. Antiline, take it from there.
Great, great presentation, as always. As in the words of Oliver Fonte, what does he say? We are fine.
We are fine.
Love that. Yeah. Maybe we need to adjust it. We are more than fine.
More than fine, yes.
Understatement, I guess. But yeah, I know what he means. We are fine. We're all in a great place. We are so blessed. All right, now we go on to who we have next. None other than our Marty DeGarmo. Are you ready to come and talk with us, Marty?
I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go for it, man.
Hello, everybody. Pretty hard act to follow, for sure. It got harder and harder. Not sure I want to be last anymore. But anyway, we're talking about a new height. And Ash is always what we call stacking the cool. The average company back in the 50s, could go for many, many, many years. In fact, families would work at the same company over and over and over, different family members and all that. the life expectancy of a company now, believe it or not, is very small. It's as low as 10 years. And the reason that happens is technology is moving and moving and moving and moving. The really awesome thing that Mr. Mufara is doing, we know now if you look at Unpassive, there's about 21 products that are listed. But he's going to make it so that they come out in packages and whatever. But every month, what happens with companies, they hit a peak, they ride that peak for a little bit, and then they start to come down. And then they stabilize in a certain area. And they get satisfied with where they're at. They're making good money, everybody's happy. But the problem is you always got somebody behind you that's striving with the eye of the tiger to get where you're at. Now with Mr. Mufara, because he's different, the company's going to be different, is he's going to come out with new packages every month. Probably forever. I can't imagine him not doing that. Something new, something new, something new. And if you do that, even if it's monthly or every other month or whatever, it keeps the momentum of the company just, light years ahead of everyone else, because you're not stopping to smell the roses. You're planning and zooming. And it's very cool for a company to have that, because I've never seen one that did. What companies normally do is they build up, they earn a value, then they go public and they sell it, and they become millionaires, billionaires, or whatever. Fortunate thing is Mr. Mufara has no interest in that at all. Doesn't want to go to the stock market, doesn't need stock. We are self-sufficient. We owe nobody. We owe no one anything. And it's a beautiful thing. And because he's not driven by the money, he's driven more by enhancing other people's lives, because he looked at it like, if I can help X amount of people as one individual, how many people can 1 million people help? And that's true. But when you build a company like he did, that is value driven and quality driven and thinking of people first, you would think that's not that unique. You would think everybody would be doing that. It makes common sense. But it's not. It does make common sense, but that's not how things are set up. It's usually, how much can we make? How cheap can we make it? And how long can we survive? Ask doesn't look at anything in that order. It's how can we make the best of the best, give people the best value, keep bringing on things that people want and need in life, add that to our arsenal over and over and over and over. You never get complacent. You never are waiting or hoping nobody's catching you. They can't catch you if you're moving. And because his whole setup of Unpassive was based on the customer first and value first, and you have all the other companies, I'm not saying some of them, all of them are based on capitalism. How fast can you make money? How cheap can you get something done? Ash doesn't look at things that way. He never has. We know he doesn't. He's looking, how can I make the best product, the best deal, given the best value? In my small brain, it took me a couple of years to realize that all those things that he mentioned, all the things that he is shooting an arrow for, equals the money anyway. It's what it is what it is. He knows he's getting that if he does this. And you would think big companies which would know that, but they don't, because they're focused on the dollar. And his thing is, if you focus on this, the dollar comes anyway. Think about it. If 85% of the people in the world, in whatever niche we have, whatever product we have, if we take 85% of the market and every one that we have, where does that put us? And then you have people, once you build the brand, they're just waiting for a new product. Apple made a brand, bite out of an apple. People are clamoring to wait for the new phone, even if they don't need it, even if their phone isn't broke. And it doesn't matter the cost. Nobody says, I'm going to get the phone if I can. They say, I'm getting a phone no matter what. And they're paying hundreds and hundreds of more dollars for maybe a camera. Are the colors a little different? There's not that much technology change. Very smart. That's all branding. That's what you saw in the Burj Khalifa. And in about 6-7 weeks, we're going to see another type of advertisement that is towards selling. Did he stop doing the Burj Khalifa? No. Are we still in the ice rink there? Yes. Are we on all the signs up and down the road? Yes. But he's stacking it. He's not stopping. He does that plus. And as this keeps going, you know, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people, CEOs, presidents, and all that hang out. They vacation in Dubai. And they're seeing all this stuff. And when they see the advertisement they're about to see in about 7-8 weeks, they're going to ask questions. Who is on passive? What are they doing? We need to know. Because they know if they're in that situation, Dubai, what's coming in 7 weeks, if they're in that realm, there's somebody to reckon with. But Ash isn't focused on them, but they will be focused on passive. It doesn't matter. They will be focused on passive. How did you get here? What did you do to get here? And when they find out that it was based on value and that the foundation from the dirt in the ground to the lightning rod on the top of the building is based on value, quality, AI, technology, and the best support in the world, how do you compete with that? You have to rebuild. You have to repair. Repair is not the same as building. It's not the same as conception of a company. And the conception of this company, once I got it in my small brain, blows me away every day. The conception and his strategic way of doing this blows me away more than anything else. And the amount of people that are heartfelt and believe in the same vision, even if we don't understand it 100%. Because in this business, in this company, we talk more to each other's heart than we do to each other's mind. Some people know, some people don't know. I know a little, you know a little, I know 1%, you know 5%. Doesn't matter. We know what care is. We know when somebody cares for us. And if you have that and you believe that, and you are a million customers strong, or it's a force to reckon with. I mean, I just don't know. I don't think you can. You can watch it. People will be taught it. It'll change industries. In the future, people will probably build their companies this way. But even then, you have to be that person to do it. And if you don't lead from your heart, it's hard to build a company from heart. If you lead just from your mind and money, you don't even understand what Ash is doing. They don't even get it. They're not going to get it. Even if they look at it, they're just going to go, what is he doing? Why would you do that? Why? Because it's the right thing. And if you look at it, it's going to be the only thing. And we're so fortunate that we talk about a new top. But it's so much easier if you didn't start in the top of Burj Khalifa, wouldn't it? Because then we can always move up. But when you start there, where do you go from there? I think we're going to find out. I think there's new heights. And I know now, in his mind, this is a done deal. What we're part of is done. They're putting bells and whistles on it, and it's going to come out in the next few weeks, but it's done. We've talked about it for weeks. But what the future is what he's working on right now that we do not know yet. Every day he's working on tomorrow and next week and the week after and the week after that. Why? Because no one else does that. No one else works ahead. They build what they want, they make their money, and they walk away. That's not what he's doing. And we're part of that. And I keep telling people, stop looking at this like you're in a movie theater. You're part of the cast. You're in the movie. You're part of this novel. You know, I see a lot of people, they put on their customer hat. This doesn't look right. I have this little bug. I have this little bug. Why are you looking at that? You're not a customer. Not yet. You're a founder. We're here to take the ride. Bumpy little potholes here and there. Look ahead. Be proud of what you have. Because I guarantee our worst day doesn't compare to Ash's normal day. Every one of his days is not good. Why? He's doing something nobody's ever done. Why do you think nobody's ever done it? Because it's horrible. He doesn't walk into a room and say, I want to change the world. I want to do this, and this. You know, the people on the other side of the room put their head down, they write notes to each other. This guy's crazy. What the frick is he talking about? We can't do that. They're not going to let us do that. Does that stop him? Nope, he's got that big smile on his face that we all know. He's relentless. He's fearless. And looks across the room. If you can't help me, I'll find somebody that can. Changes people's mind because he's not quitting. Why? He didn't give himself a way out. Do or die, there is no out. But now, when he breaks that chain and people start believing in his belief, now he's got lawyers and government officials that actually are with him on this journey now. They're partnering with him. It's not against, it's with. Thank God he is who he is. And thank God we saw somewhere in our mind in the last 3-4 years, I'm going to take that ride. I'm going to pay that whopping $97 and I'm going to take the ride with Misty Mufara. Because I can guarantee this, whoever you are, especially if you're here, you know the 97 was a joke for what we're in and what the possibilities are. And when he says dream bigger, he's not kidding. We're in a lifetime, a life-changing event, and we're in it. We're not spectator. We're not watching it. We're in this motion picture. We're in it. Man, you can't beat that. And I'm so proud to be in it. Tech team did an outstanding job. Yes, they're working under pressure, but I know Ash takes care of them. And they're the best of the best, but he expects the best. But you know one thing, Ash doesn't expect any more out of anybody else than he does himself. Because I guarantee no one is working as hard for me as he is, including me. Ash is working harder for you than you are. That's crazy. What do we need to do? Loyalty, trust, follow, stay engaged. It's not that much to ask. Log in once in a while, make sure everything's okay. Take care of people that don't understand. It's not a lot to ask to be involved in something that the day will come, people will walk up to you and say, you're a founder in what? You know, especially the ones that might have laughed a year ago. They won't be laughing in a few months. They're going to try to figure out a way to get in. And you're going to be kind and say, okay, you can be a reseller. It's up to them. Anyway, that's all I have.
That was great, Marty. Covered a lot of topics, but yeah, all good points. I would like to acknowledge Mr. Mufara's participation in the chat on YouTube. He said, boom, boom. And then Rob Gorman said, cooking with Ash. And Tiana said, thank you, Marty. Arvinder said, thank you, Ash. And then Ash Mafara said, yes, we can. And we have him saying, the need is the mother of all inventions. The need is the mother of all inventions. So I think when he's saying that, it means he doesn't create things just to create them. If there's a need in the market, he sees it, then he creates a product or service to fill that need. And as he said, he doesn't create mediocre stuff. If he's going to create anything, it's going to be having features that no other company has, or no other product or service has. So he makes outstanding, superior things for the world to enjoy. So I think that's what's special about Unpassive. And I think of Mr. Mafara as an inventor, a creator, and that is why I think this company will never lack having products. In fact, I think we're going to have multiple products every month. I mean, what company has that going for it? It's because there's always Mr. Mafara's brain going and always creating, seeing a need in the market and then filling it. So I think that's pretty special what we have. All right, so now we are done with our major speakers, and we're going to go on to our O Winners Spotlight. And what this is O Winners started about 2 years ago. There was a webinar. It was a very small webinar, but the people in it were very good. I mean, they were engaged. The content in that webinar has been very, very good, and people really supported one another. At a certain point, they decided that they wanted to make this webinar public. So what they did was they announced it in the back office, and it is what you see it is today, where we get at least 200, 300 or more participants every week. And so what we want to do, Bruce, you keep coming back to the screen. Let me maybe turn your video off for now. Just for temporarily, Bruce, because you keep coming on, your video keeps coming on. So where was I? So today we want to spotlight an O winner, and her name is Marie Takusi Njowo. She would like to say a few words. She's going to share her heart with us. So we're excited to have Marie with us. You can take the floor now, Marie.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Wow. How do you come after such great speakers? My goodness, Dr. Picam Takusi, Uncle Bob, Uncle Oliver, Big Brother Marty. My goodness, I'm going to try my little best. Good evening, my fellow Unpassivians. My name, like Auntie Lynn says, is Marie Takusi Njowo. I'm speaking to you from the city of Houston in the great state of Texas. And I bring you big old Texas greetings. I'm going to start out this evening by letting you know I'm the voice usually behind the screen on our O Winner Forum. My day usually begins at 4 a.m. So very typically, my face is not on the screen because I'm in bed at that time, ready for sleep as soon as we sign off on the call. So it's a pleasure for me to show my face tonight. I'm going to start out, first of all, by giving a very special shout out to our extraordinary CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare, our friend, a man with a heart of gold, a man with a golden heart, the man who has ignited a beacon of hope for humanity. God bless you and your family, Mr. Ash. God bless you. Warm Texas greetings to our leaders who are present tonight. Our darling Uncle Marty, I salute you. You are one heck of a leader. Thanks for catching the Unpassive vision early and for spreading it to enable some of us down the road to jump into. We appreciate you for holding fast and for believing. To our adopted Auntie Lynn, our adopted O Winners Auntie Lynn, I doff my hat off to you, Auntie Lynn. I thank God for giving you the energy to be everywhere in our Unpassive world to give of yourself. You are truly a treasure, a gem, and we appreciate you and we thank you and we love you. I think the only other leaders I see on is Uncle Marty. I may not have known some of our other leaders, but if you are present and I do not know your name, Shout out to you and thank you for your service and for your leadership in our Unpassive family. I salute you as well. To my OTEC brothers, my OTEC Pro brothers, who I passionately refer to as our Unpassive African Pride team. Our Unpassive African Pride team. I thank you for what you have done and continues to do. You have helped me, some of us who struggle with the concept of AI and the whole matter of, IT in general, to be gradually coming up and picking up little by little. Each time we listen to you, give us your spiel. We cannot thank you enough, Uncle Oliver, Uncle Vincent, Uncle Collins, and my brother who doubles as my father, our one and only Uncle Bob, our O-Winner CEO extraordinaire. We love you, Uncle Bob. Last but not least, and most importantly, my gratitude goes to our Unpassive brain, the tech team that is housed in Hyderabad office. Without them, Unpassive will remain a dream, but with them, Mr. Ash has created the brightest beacon of hope for humanity. May their innovative creations continue to keep Unpassive decades ahead of her peers. May God richly bless them and their families for what they do for us. Indeed, forever indebted to them. Now, after 4 short years, but what seems to be an eternity to many of us because of our lack of knowledge, here we are on the eve of the internet earthquake, as some of our leaders have termed the arrival of Unpassive to the world, or as Uncle Bob would always say, the ultimate burst of that juggernaut. That juggernaut is almost here. What a breath of fresh air as we all await in hopeful anticipation. What a breath of fresh air. With our Oh Blessed platform, we are poised to join hands with Mr. Ash to impact humanity and change the world for good. I cannot imagine what those of us who have been involved in philanthropic work for most of our adult lives around the world are thinking about right now. I can only imagine what bold initiatives such as the Missionaries for Africa will be able to accomplish through the Oh Blessed platform. My gosh, incredible. This is just an amazing opportunity that is being thrown to us that we cannot take for granted at all. It is incredible. You know, as I think about it and I think about what is possible, I can only imagine what other great initiatives will spring out of this to bless humanity. What a well-deserved everlasting lifetime accomplishment for Mr. Mufare, whose dream is to uplift humanity. And that is the least we can do for him, to partner with him in this initiative and make sure that we bring light to the darkest corners of the world. Let's think about what is going to sustain our generational wealth, the confidence that Mr. Mufare tells us every single time. The products. Dr. Pickham very brilliantly listed them tonight. Oh, Bless, Academy, oh, all the O's. That is what is going to sustain us for the rest of our lives. What a reassuring feeling. What a reassuring feeling. Now, I joined Unpassive in April of 2020 because I believed in my brother Bob, who introduced my husband and I to it. In fact, he actually spoke to my husband first before he talked to me. But I caught the vision for my family and for the rest of humanity. As an Unpassivian, I am ready to partner with Mr. Ash to make a change, to change the lives. Yes, Dr. Pickham, I will look for my Agnes. I will look for more of my Agneses. I have a few, but I'm going to add on to my list. I promise you that. My passion has been in uplifting vulnerable women and children around the world. I've done philanthropic work in doing those. And I'm proud to report that we have helped quite a few of these vulnerable women and children. I can only imagine what Oh Bless has in store for me to continue with this journey. So I will end tonight by reading a quote from Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Let me pull it up and I will share with you.
Are you
Okay,
wanting
it
you
reads
wanting
thus.
to share screen? I'm sorry. Were you doing a share screen?
No, I'm just going to read it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. If your eyes are positive, you will love the world. But if your tongue is positive, the world will love you. So if your eyes are positive, you will love the world. But if your tongue is positive, the world will love you. A woman's love is in action. She looks with her heart and feels with her eyes. A woman is the bank where her family deposits all anger, worries, and hurt. A woman is the cement that keeps her family together, and her love lasts a lifetime. That is what Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta said. I am proud to be an Umpassivian. I feel extremely blessed to be a founder. I am privileged to be connected to Mr. Ash Mufare's dream of being a beacon of hope to humanity. And I look forward to pulling up my sleeves as the apples start falling to go around the world and impact as many lives as I can to leave an impact in the world when I am no longer around. We are in it to win it. Thank you very much, my fellow Umpassivians.
I want to take it to the gallery because I thought that was amazing. Did you guys like her share? I thought it was special. Really special. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Tugging at my heart, but it was beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. Right now we've done our speakers. Oh, let me share what Mr. Ash has said in the chat. I talked about the fact that Mr. Mufara is an inventor. He's a very creative, and how we're always producing, we will always be producing new products and services, and that we're special in that way. And Mr. Mufara said in the YouTube chat, he says, good point, Lynn. We have engineers who are joining in 2 to 3 months from today, and they are coming in with new inventions too, floating brilliant ideas before they start. Think of that. So that's good to know. I mean, I'm ecstatic about that. Anything else, honey, that I missed? My husband is helping with the chat, so. He said something else. He said, yeah, my husband says he's been firing us up in the chat as he always does. And we thank you for hanging out with us. It means a lot to the people in the chat. You know, they feel so special when you're around. So we thank you for giving your time and energy to that chat. Okay, at this time, we're gonna go to our Q&A and comment period. We are nearing the 2-hour mark, but we do wanna allow for some time for people to share their thoughts. What we're going to do is we're gonna ask you to raise your hand and speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. Let me repeat that. 1 to 2 minutes. I know there's a temptation to speak for 5 to 10 minutes for many of you, but what we want to do is allow time for everyone to share. I mean, not everyone, because we're almost at 2 hours, but we're gonna begin. Let me begin with just 5. The first 5 hands get to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, just so that we don't go too much over time, all right? So we're gonna start with Momodu. He is our first speaker tonight. Let me let's see, asked to unmute. You can unmute, Momodu. Good to have you here, Mr. Working Man.
I know. Good evening, Miss Lynn and everybody. Good evening to my beloved fellow Perseverance. You know, I just want to thank the speakers. You know, they spoke very well. And I hope all my fellow founders, wherever they are, they really listen to what these people have said. You know, I also just want to appeal to them, the founders. Please, let us hear what these people have said and let us plug in. You know, time is running out. If you are not engaged, please try to be. You know, you don't have no excuse. Some of you can hear me all the time. Whenever they call my name, they will say, oh, the hardworking man. I always work. But I make sure I value this opportunity. How value it is, you should try to know it. When you try to know it, then you know the value of it. I'm just appealing, you know. This is an opportunity that Mr. Ash has given us. And you know, we have problems in the world. This is the only man that take up the challenge to eradicate these problems. Please, as we have agreed to be with him, let us go all out and try to know what we have so we'll be able to help others. Thank you very much. Thank you for allowing me to say something.
Thank you,
God
Momodu.
bless you.
Appreciate your thought. All right, next we go on to Carol Lefrancois in Canada.
Hello, Lynn. Good evening. Thank you for letting me speak.
Hello.
Was wondering, I heard a while ago about OSTAF that it was going to be above market value the 18th of October. Can anybody confirm that? You or Marty or?
Yeah, we could probably have Bob or Oliver or Marty talk about that briefly.
I heard the 18th of October.
Wait for them to be. Although we know with dates, they're always approximate, right, Carol, with anything?
Yeah, you know, we are dealing with we are developing IT solutions, so sometimes we might have anticipation of, you know, dates and things like that, but things change. But based on what Mr. Ash said on last week, you know, listen to exactly to what he said, Carol. He said the digital system as we know it is done. Okay. So
Yeah.
just take that to the bank, let the process flow. When the time comes, Mr. Ash is going to put everything in bundle, like Mary says, and then he's going to roll them out gradually. But remember, on Thursday, he said the digital system, ecosystem as we know it, is ready.
Yeah, you said they were grooming all the products and
They are grooming Connect and all that. Yes, so it's just adding value. When he says they are grooming, they are just adding value. As it stands right now, it is good to go. It's just
and I
customizing.
think he also said about that famous date in November. He said we're gonna have something to sell well before that date.
Exactly.
Because he's not gonna come like 10 days before that date and
Exactly.
say, well, go
Yeah.
activate your wallet, and because they're gonna be bruises and bumps, and when we activate the wallet, it's gonna have to stabilize something like when we came up with Founder.
Exactly. So he's going to start with the free products. He said we're going to roll out two free products, O-Net and O-Mail.
Mail, yeah.
They go out, system stabilize. No, it's a process. It's a process. It's going to take time. He has a strategy and everything. We should just trust Mr. Ash. He's a master of what he does. He's on top of the game. He has.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I will just hang on. I think within the next few weeks or so, we'll start seeing movement. Things are going to start happening. First of all, we have to do our KYC. There are a lot of things that have to happen. We just need to get plugged in. Make sure you check your back office all the time. There's going to be moments where we need to go to the back office and find information to do. You know, we're going to have directives and directions and everything. Just stay plugged in, Carol. And
I think he's doing exactly a nice viral marketing explosion network with these those products are going to go out like in a so well strategic way. It's going to be marketing explosion network. It's going to be so.
Remember, Ash Mufara is a master marketer and brander. So the well is going to be receive what I call a jolt. When he turns on the switch, the well is going to have a beautiful experience. That's what I can say, Carol.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll yield to the next speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol, for your comments and questions. Appreciate you.
Okay, thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Bob.
Bye-bye. All right, now we go on to Rita Nadenia. Hi, Rita.
Hello. Wow, you call my name very clear, like that is the right way to call it.
Oh,
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
How are you?
Good to have you here.
Oh, thank you very much, Lynn, and thank you to all our people there. I love you all, guys. It was been a very nice, informative section, especially with the first lady. I don't know her name. Sorry, the one that talk about like
Marie.
It was so. Thank you very much. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I have something to do, but it's not about the issue today. It's about my account, Lynn. It's been almost 2 months.
Rita.
Yes.
This is not the forum for that. That's a support. I can tell it's a support related question. So please, this forum is today is an inspirational forum. All right. So let's respect that, please. You can talk with some leaders privately if you need to, but not during this webinar.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyway, but you know what? Because I tried several times and no answer, and now it's going to 2 months. That is why I was like, I just want to give it up there Rita, so that somebody can come up to me. Yeah.
Let me repeat what I just said.
No, I understand, Eden. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita. Okay, take care. Thanks for your words of inspiration. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, now we go on to Marcienne Hemabu. Good to have you, Marcienne. Go ahead.
Thank you, Lynn, and thank to all the panelists and the leadership in the house. I will have not stayed quiet this evening without saying nothing, because my sister Amoa, the one that just spoke before Rita, she is my beautiful sister. I always said if her mother did not deliver her, my mother would have done just so. So I'm using this opportunity this evening, this night, or this morning somewhere around the world to say thank you to Auntie Marin Joe Takusi for giving me the opportunity to be a founder in OnPassive. Because of her, of course, I'm going to go around the world and do the philanthropist work that I always like to do. So that's what I wanted to say so badly. And I'm so happy I'm a proud founder. And I'm going to do everything on my own power to go around the world and do exactly what I have to do to be a beacon of hope. Thank you, Lynn, and thank you all the OWINA here tonight. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, Marcy. I can't wait to see you show your stuff and help humanity, because I know you have a lot of plans. Thank you very much. Now we go on to Mr. Bruce Gerstein. Hi, Bruce.
Hello, Lynn. Can I show myself again?
Yes. Let me turn your video on.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Can you see me now?
Yes, we see you.
Fortunately, my teeth are hitting my tongue and I can't talk so well.
Oh, I'm sorry you're suffering.
I gotta tell you, I'm so stoked and so inspired. Thank you, all the brother tech guys and everybody here. But because of all you, I wrote something in the chat. And I'm just gonna briefly say it because it was inspiring to me. And I think when you are inspired, you should always share your inspiration with others because what you give, you get. And that's the theme of this. So this, whoop, I just lost it. Bear with me for a minute. Right there. So this very simply says, you get what you give. What you think you are, you are. Goodness, give goodness, generosity, compassion, and kindness. Believe you've always been perfectly you. Love yourself, and your world will be filled with love and joy. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thanks, Bruce. I hope you get to feel better soon. Poor thing, you.
Well, it's just that my teeth got pulled out, and so, you know,
Mm.
the way my structure hits the tongue, I have to go back to therapy for it. But I'm sure I'll be okay.
Well, nothing stops you from talking. That's good.
Ain't no stopping me now.
Ain't no stopping Bruce now.
Thank you, Miss Ashton, for everything you've done. Love you all.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Let me go back to the chat, to the YouTube chat. This is my YouTube channel chat. Mr. Mufara has been blessing us with his presence. So I want to share some of the gems that he's been sharing with us. He said, the marketing you will witness from OnPassive will make your head spin. Lots of new mind-blowing projects. Are you excited, people, about that? I'm excited. Oh, that was me adding that. He didn't say that. But he said, yeah, lots of new mind-blowing projects. So that's exciting. And let me see what else he said. I think that's it, right, honey? Did I miss anything? Okay. So I'll keep letting you know what he says as he says things. All right, people? Let's take it now to the gallery. Let me see what's happening in our group here. Wow, everybody's quiet. Is that it for hands raised? Nobody else wants to speak, which is fine because we're after.
I think I see that's Denise Cruz. Somebody's got a hand raised.
I see Tina got her hand raised. Tina Go in Singapore. We'd love to hear from you. 1 to 2 minutes though, okay? We'll try to stick with 1 to 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Sure, no problems. I'm good with 1 minute. I'll just go firing and dancing too. I'm so excited what's going on. Yes, everyone, please play and stay plugged in. Masian, sister, you took the words out of my share. So yeah, I'm waiting to go to the top where truly happy enablers trusting on Passive's purpose. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna bless others who are less blessed than us. That's it. I love you all. I'm at work, so gotta go. Love you.
Love you, Tina. Love your heart for humanity. You're really special. Thank you. All right, now I don't see any more hands raised, but I want to give an opportunity to Oliver and Bob if they have any final words. Oliver, do you have something to say before we end?
No, I just want to thank everybody that's here today, and with the the inspiration word from the CEO that we have new projects, and the marketing is going to be mind-blowing. This is what we should be expecting. He is somebody that he likes surprises. He always likes to surprise us, and as a good marketer and somebody that wants to really brand us, we should be very grateful. And I want to say thank you, all of you, to be here today. And I'm sure from Dr. Peckham and all of us, the other speakers, people go back home, they'll go to bed tonight with at least one thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bob Takusi.
Yes, Auntie Lynn, it's a great privilege again to be here and to have our CEO following us in YouTube. Is just what an honor, you know. Like my brother Oliver said, you know, when it comes to that marketing campaign, if March 30th or March 31st or through the month of April told you anything, just look at what happened in Dubai in the month of April. I know Mr. Ash Mufareh is going to compound that. We're going to see things, something that the world has never seen before. So we shouldn't worry about that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, Ash Mufareh is a magician, you know. So I just want to thank everyone for taking this privilege, this opportunity to be with us here. We are at that home stretch or at that moment where we're beginning to have that sigh of relief. You know, it is coming. We're at the home stretch. We're going home. Things are going to be better for everyone, you know, but let's also remember that there's a mission behind OnPassive, like Dr. Pickham said. There's a purpose, there's a mission. There's a reason why all of us are connected to Ash Mufareh. We are those that, you know, really, really, really inside us, deep down inside us, where no one is looking, you know, that their natural predisposition within you is to uplift, is to give, is to change lives. That's why we are attracted to Ash Mufareh. And I hope that tonight's webinar has been very insightful, encouraging, and let us all go home. And as we wait in joyful anticipation of OnPassive, we should also be thinking on how we find our Agneses, like Dr. Pickham said, and to have that that hope, which he calls it Haktiva in the Hebrew language. Let us all have it. It is real, you know. So I just want to say thank you, and God bless all of us. Back to you. You are muted.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Bob. At this time, we're going to give the thanks for the people who make this webinar possible and successful. And when that is done, we're going to have a prayer by Father Bless. So we want to let you guys know there is a prayer coming up. And if you want to exit the webinar, that's no problem at all, because it's not mandatory that you be here for the prayer, all right? But it has been a tradition of O Winners for 2 years now to have a prayer, and it's a special part of the webinar. We want to keep that tradition going. All right, so let me go and give our thanks, first of all, to Marty DeGarmo. I think he might have left, but I just loved his share today. It's always inspirational when we hear Marty speak. He's on fire, right? Fire, fire, fire. So it was beautiful. Thank you, Marty. And thank you for opening up this webinar every Wednesday and allowing us to live stream it and allowing us to be seen around the world through this live stream. It means a lot to us. We also want to thank DJ Skeeper. He is our musician. He performs live music for us before we live stream due to YouTube copyright regulations. So we are able to enjoy his music. So if you missed it this time, come back next week. Come on time and you'll hear his music. It's really good. And he also plays his song, We're in It to Win It, which is awesome. So come and join us for the beautiful music. Thank you, Skeeper, for coming every week to perform for us. We appreciate you. We also want to thank our hosts, the two men that we credit for creating O Winners and keeping it going week after week, Bob Takusi and Oliver Fonte. We appreciate your commitment to the webinar. We also want to thank Marcienne Hemabu and Sylvie Wanji. They're our co-hosts, and they're the ones that greet people when we come to the webinar before we officially begin. And that's an important part of the webinar, so people feel warmly welcome. So thank you very much to Marcienne and Sylvie for being our co-hosts. We want to thank Dr. Peckham Takusi. She gave a great and dynamic presentation. I enjoyed it myself. I got a lot out of it. Thank you for giving of your time and energy to come and be with us, Dr. Takusi. We appreciate you very much. We also want to thank Marie Takusi Njowo, who gave the presentation on behalf of O Winners. She's a true O Winners. You heard her heart. Her brain is up. She's very intelligent, but her heart speaks volumes. So thank you, Marie, for being with us today. We would also like to thank Father Bless, who's going to be giving a prayer at the end. Thank you, Father, for being here. Also, we would like to thank our chat guardians, headed by none other than John Barilla. So I want to give John a few minutes to unmute and say who helped him today and give thanks. Go ahead, John Barilla.
Yes, hello, everybody. Just really quickly, I want to mention, because these folks are working very hard tonight for us. Just real quickly, MK Cayley, Yin Yang, Casey Zevenbergen, Raphael St. Germain, let's see, Myra Aquino, Bruce Gerstein, Roy Davies, Rob Gorman, and Dave Rosowski. All those folks were helping tonight. So thank you very much. Just want to mention them. Thank you.
Thanks for mentioning them all, because you know what they do is important for us. I mean, people don't think about it, but you know, when the chats aren't going well, not good. I think any of you who have been in webinars have seen chats that have not been healthy or have been negative, and it really mars the webinar. So we want to keep our webinar upbeat. So that's really important. And we've had our speakers for today. So that will be all as far as speakers. We're ready to round up. Okay, so thank you for your understanding. No more speakers. And also to remind you all that I am the one to bring in people to the panel, and that there's a reason for that. So our co-hosts, remember, Lynn Nakamoto is the one to bring people to the panel, not anybody else, okay? There's reasons I do that, okay? Thank you. I wanna also thank the people who do our graphics, and that is June Buckingham and Myra Aquino. June Buckingham and Myra Aquino. They do a lot of work. Every week they produce the graphics for our webinar and other webinars as well. So let me move aside so you can see the beauty of this particular Zoom background. Isn't it gorgeous? So every week they produce stunning graphics for us. It's a labor of love. Do we pay them? Nope, we don't get, they don't get a penny, but they spend a lot of hours doing this for our webinar. So thank you to June and Myra. We appreciate you. I want to thank the people who helped to promote this webinar. They are unsung heroes. They do a lot of work. For example, Marcienne, every webinar, she's promoting the webinar in Facebook and Telegram and WhatsApp. She's just one example of those who have a commitment to promoting. And we appreciate all of you who do promotions for our webinars, not only this webinar, for many webinars. We appreciate your time. I'd like to thank our attendees, because without you, we would not have this webinar. And finally, I would like to thank the tech team for producing our products. Without products, we wouldn't have OnPassive. And thank you most of all to Ashma Farah, our visionary leader who has a heart for humanity and who has helped us to become better people. I know personally I'm a better person just by being in OnPassive and listening to Mr. Mufar's messages. He affects my heart. He makes me a better person. And I think a lot of us can attest to that we've become much better people for being in OnPassive and listening to Mr. Mufar's messages. So thank you very much. We're gonna now go, did I forget anybody? Bob, Oliver? I'm good? Okay, we're gonna take it now to the gallery. And this is what we do. We allow an extended period of time for everyone to say bye to each other.
Father Bliss, prayer.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Now we go to Father Bless for our prayer. And if you would like to exit now, feel free to exit. Father Bless, you can take the floor.
Thank you, Auntie Lynn. I think the only person you forgot is yourself.
Oh,
thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure.
The only word I want us to remember tonight is refreshed. At the end of this webinar, I feel refreshed. And I hope you too. In OnPassive, change is not coming. Change is happening every day, every time, and start in our hearts. Let us pray. Lord God, send peaceful sleep to refresh our tired bodies. May your help always renew us and keep us strong in your service. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Love you all.
Love you, Father Bless. Thanks for being with us. Okay, now we go to our gallery. Oh, isn't it so lovely with that background? So pretty. We just have to take it in and enjoy it all. All right. So now we are going to say bye to each other. Don't forget to come back next week. We're here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Come and join us. We post in the back office, so please join us. And then don't forget on Sunday, we're going to have OTEC Pros. Oh, no, wait, tomorrow's Thursday. Assuming we don't have a corporate webinar, we'll have the OTEC Pros at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's called Chat with the OTEC Pros. It's a very casual format. So come and join us. We'll post in the back office. And then don't forget OTEC Pros is also on Sunday at 10 a.m. That will be posted in the back office as well. All right. Thank you very much. Now we're going to unmute everybody.
Lynn, you forgot that you have a chat with Rob and Lynn tonight in the next hour.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. And then don't forget, we have Rob Lynn live at midnight Eastern time. So come and join us. The link is in the back office already. And thank you to Mr. Mafara because he gave us our name. We had our name was Late Night Chat with Lynn and Ron. And everybody would call Ron Rob because Rob Ron, because I have the Friday Night Live with Ron, right? And so people call my husband Ron, but it's Rob. So we're like, oh my gosh. So then Mr. Mafara came up with this new name called, he said, Rob Lynn, one word, Rob Lynn and live. And ever since then, people call my husband Rob as he should be called. So thank you so much, Mr. Mafara. It really helped. And it's a lot shorter than it was. So thank you. Join us at midnight. All right, now we're going to take it to the gallery and everybody can say goodbye. If you want me to highlight your video, turn your video on and I'll try my best to spotlight you guys, okay? Unmute and say bye-bye to each other.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye,
everybody.
Good night. Bye. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Take it easy, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you at midnight.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
See you guys in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Rob Lynn live. Rob Lynn live. 15 minutes.
Good night.
We're
going to be dancing tonight.
Bye, bro. Bye, everyone. Lovely to see you.
Good night. Thank you for coming.
Good night.
20 minutes away.
Your speakers were awesome.
That was a good one. And he didn't say Ash Ibisuke the end.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Mamadou. Thank you for being
Good night. Good night.
Thank you, Mamadou.
Bye-bye.
Drive home safely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Christina, thank you for coming. Thank you, Greg.
Bye-bye.
Oh, June, thank you so much. Thank you, June, for the background. Thank you.
Passive is on.
Thank you, June, for the background. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Larry. Thank you, Larry. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Can't wait to get later. Good night, Laurie.
Good night.
You can talk one at
Thank you, Hassan.
Yeah, you don't say you don't go
Thank you for being here.
Bye, Hussein.
Say Ash, we did Ash online, so Ash follow you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum, Hassan.
Sing a song, John.
Alaikum salam. Thank you.
Sing a song.
Thank you, Kase.
We're going to
Bye,
the lounge. We're going to the lounge. We're dancing to the lounge. Yeah.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Tarabaman, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Remember
Henry,
Webisoft.
brother
Oh, someone's
Henry.
sleeping.
Oh my
Wake up.
God.
Henry.
Henry.
Wake up, Henry.
Brother Henry.
Yes, in Disneyland.
Amazing.
You've put him to sleep.
Thank you,
Good evening.
Poor Henry.
Mwah. We love you all.
Crazy people.
Love you, Marcian. Love you, Marcian. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Auntie Lee. Thank you.
What a great webinar.
Yes, it was a great webinar. Great webinar.
It was. It was.
One of the best.
See you in a bit, Lynn.
Full of juicy
Thank you,
information.
Uncle
There's
Bob.
Casey Zevenbergen.
Very juicy.
Good on you, John.
Thank you, Vincent. Thank you.
What, baby?
Thank you, Tina.
Love you all.
God. Hey,
Thank you. Yeah, no
Bye-bye.
worries. I love you all.
The Aussie
Tina.
guys, the Aussie guys have webinar at 6:30 a.m. Houston
See you next time.
For those that they can attend. That's from Australia. They have webinar early this morning at 6:30 a.m. And the Singapore webinar is going to be happening at 7:30 a.m. Houston time for those that they can attend also.
RCN leads the webinar live. She attends the most webinars of anybody I know. She's amazing. All right.
Good on you, Marcian.
Everybody,
Well done,
take a
Marcian.
picture. Wave so I can take a picture.
Assalamu alaikum,
sister.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Take a shot of that.
Big smile.
Yep.
খুব চালের ভেতর দিব সে খুব চাল আলিছি খাওয়ার জন্য গো খানার জন্য
Bye bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you, Tanya.
চালে খুব ভাঙ্গা খুদ বলে এমনি খুদ বাড়ানো খুদ তাই
Okay, bye, everybody.
Namaste.
Bye.
Namaste.
Thank you, Lynn. We love you.